I invite the Honourable the Minister Steenhuisen to respond to the debate.
Thank you very much, House Chairperson. And may I thank every one of the members who participated in the debate today. I think there were some really good points made, and both ministers have made notes and will factor that in. I do want to deal with a few of the issues that came up in the very short time that is available to me. The first deals with the extension officers. Now, many of you may know that an undertaking was made outside of the Department of Agriculture to provide 10,000 extension officers. Unfortunately for the department, the funding never followed the undertaking. And so it has put the department in a particularly difficult position in terms of being able to meet that undertaking that was made outside of the department. Nevertheless, I've made it very clear today, and I undertake again from this podium, that we need to find more innovative ways of being able to fund these posts. And I've committed to reaching out to see whether we can form public-private partnerships with industry bodies and agricultural players to see whether they would like to partner with the department in terms of the training and rolling out of more of these extension officers. I think there are opportunities as well to harness technology that is now available to develop platforms that will assist small farmers to be able to get the information that they need quickly, efficiently and effectively in order to enable them to be able to focus on increasing their production, thereby increasing their profitability, thereby increasing the number of people that they would be able to hire in the agricultural sector, which I think we would all understand would be beneficial for all of us. A number of the members referred to biosecurity, and I want to give this House the assurance that biosecurity will be one of my top priorities as the Minister, not only to massively improve animal and plant health in the country, but also to make South African products the international standard for quality and availability. What this will do will allow us to open up further export markets for our country, to enable us to be able to bring more small-scale producers into the value chain and give them greater access and exposure to international markets, both on the continent but also across the oceans. That is where the real low-hanging fruit lies for us. South Africa and our continent is the bread basket of the world. And by improving those linkages and taking on board the lessons that we've learned through AGOA and other bilateral trade agreements, there is huge opportunity for us out there. But we have to focus on improving our local product offer and dealing with those issues. I thought today's debate was also very instructive for those people who have been watching at home, because I think it's been very clearly set out in a binary form today who the builders are and who the breakers are, who the dividers are and who the uniters are, and who the shouters are and who the doers are. And I think it's very important. The Government of National Unity has been formed.
Honourable Minister, can you take a seat? Honourable Member, you are recognised.
Chairperson.
On what point are you rising on?
Ndicela ukubuza apha ku-Minister.
So you are rising on a point of privilege.
Ndicela ukubuza ku-Minister ukubana uzasialawa na.
Honourable Member, uyibamba up. Uma uthi ufuna ukucela ukubuza, it's a point of privilege, uyathula. Then I ask the Minister if the Minister is prepared to take the question.
I did offer to all members to send me questions during the course of the debate, and I'd be happy to answer them.
So the Minister is not prepared.
Not going to do it now. So I think we've been able to see in the binary format that now the Government of National Unity, formed out of a popular mandate from the people of South Africa, has a significant majority and mandate to get out there and lift our citizens out of poverty and into opportunity, to create jobs, to promote inclusive economic growth. And working together, that will be the focus. And we're not going to be distracted by those who seek to break rather than those who want to work together in the best interest of all of our people to build going forward. Now, I heard a lot today, a lot of political invective being thrown around, a lot of epithets being thrown around. Who's right-wing and who's left-wing, who's right and who's wrong. But let me just say this. I was accused of being a right-winger. Let me just make this point. While some amongst us were busy looting VBS Bank, and I wonder how many emerging farmers lost their funds along with our Gogos and the Stokvels and the small agriculture there when that bank was looted. While some were looting VBS Bank, I was busy using our resources in court to fight for Mr. David Rakhatse to get the land that he was due and to bring justice to that particular issue. While others were busy involved in state capture and putting people into key positions.
Honourable Minister, there is a point of order. Honourable Member, you must raise your point. Honourable Tlangwini, you are recognised.
Thank you very much, House Chair. House Chair, I just want to check if Mr. Steenhuisen are willing to take a question on the Steinhoff looting that the DA was involved in.
Before you ask the question, you've asked if he's prepared to take a question. And Honourable Minister, are you prepared to take a question?
No, I'm not. I want to finish my point. Thanks. So while others were busy putting key people into places so that they could capture the state to benefit themselves, we were busy out there trying to bring justice to South Africa, to fight the very elements that people were wanting to reintroduce. There's a great saying in agriculture: as you sow, so shall ye reap. What the EFF sowed going into this election has ended up with the rotten harvest that they got in this election, where they lost votes and went backwards, and other parties have been returned with greater numbers. The GNU is setting out determinedly to change life for the better for all of our citizens. And so, wherever you may be around the country, whether it is in a rural area or whether it's an urban area, whether you're a business person or whether you're unemployed, I'm here to tell you today that help is on the way. The Government of National Unity is working together to make life better for all South Africans. Thank you very much.
Thank you, honourable members. Members, you are reminded that there are two debates which are scheduled for 2 o'clock. The Higher Education and Training Budget vote, which will be taking place at Good Hope Chamber. The Public Works and Infrastructure Budget vote, which will take place here in M46. That concludes the debate and the business for this mini plenary session. The mini plenary will now rise.